Please welcome Representative Russ Diamond.
All right.
Good afternoon. I'm State Representative Russ Diamond, and I believe that every one of you is essential and that every one of your businesses and jobs is life-sustaining. You invited me here today to your rally because I also happen to believe your freedom of speech and your right to peacefully assemble are also life-sustaining. To know a few things that are not life-sustaining. A governor who shuts down an entire state without consulting the business and industry experts, whose offices, by the way, are right here on State Street, within 3 blocks of his own, right here in Harrisburg, is not life-sustaining. Failing to convince and utilize the 253 legislators in this building behind me to communicate your plans, when each and every one of us is intimately familiar with our communities, is not life-sustaining. Announcing sweeping lockdown orders, giving impacted Pennsylvanians only hours to participate, and creating shock and panic for the general public, join me now, is not life-sustaining. Creating a one-size-fits-all business and industry categories and deciding which one you think are essential and which aren't from the confines of some Harrisburg cubicle, join me, is not life-sustaining. Creating another list of businesses, some of which are offered waivers to operate, while others selling the identical product or service in the exact same marketplace are denied a waiver, join me, is not life-sustaining. And keeping that list hidden from the general public, but giving it to law enforcement, is not life-sustaining. Governor, arbitrarily and capriciously picking winners and losers is not life-sustaining. Secrecy breeds suspicion and contempt. Publish your waiver list immediately. Adding 1.5 million Pennsylvanians to the unemployment line, the highest number of any state in the nation, and not anticipating the disruptive impact it might have on the unemployment system itself, join me, is not life-sustaining. And putting self-employed individuals out of work for a month before they can even sign up for any state benefits, and then telling them it might be another 3 weeks till they'll get them, join me, is not life-sustaining. Shutting down small businesses that might specialize in American-made goods, but leaving the big box stores open that sell cheap Chinese garbage is not life-sustaining. Encouraging community gardens, but shutting down garden centers is not life-sustaining. Governor, this list of frustration goes on, but I want to stop right here so I can appeal to your better angels. Governor, we all make mistakes. It's okay to admit them. We've all had to do it from time to time. You can turn this all around today by rescinding or modifying your counterproductive orders. You could sign Senate Bill 613 into law right now, before you go on TV. So every business and employer has a chance to comply with the social distancing, elevated hygiene, and disinfection protocols, just like the ones you put in place for so-called life-sustaining businesses. Governor, I know on Friday you received a letter regarding the clear and present danger your shutdown process poses to our food supply chain. The threats to our farms and food processors are real, and they're getting more clear and more present with each passing day. I implore you to reverse course now. before those very serious threats and the unintended consequences of your lockdown start making themselves apparent at Pennsylvania's supermarkets. Governor, you and I have worked together before. In 2016, we worked together to bring the highest regarded medical cannabis program in the nation to Pennsylvania, which has helped nearly 200,000 patients with serious medical conditions. And then again, we worked together to make industrial hemp a cash crop again in Pennsylvania, which is going to be a billion-dollar industry for farmers, manufacturers, and processors. And just this past Friday, Governor, you signed into law my House Bill 775, which will save tax dollars for Pennsylvanians by making sure benefits for state programs are not offered to dead people. You signed that law. We have worked together. I know we can work together again to get Pennsylvania safely back to work and business safely reopened. You could certainly continue to try to go it alone, but it would be much better if we were all in this together. I also want to make an appeal to our Secretary of Health. Madam Secretary, you and I have also worked together to make improvements to the medical cannabis program and make sure those patients are better served. I call on you to apply your training as a psychologist during this oppressive lockdown. My conversations with doctors, pastors, and social workers over the last week or so have indicated an alarmingly increasing number of Pennsylvanians who are frightened, confused, depressed, on the verge of breakdowns, or in despair. Their psychological health and well-being is just as important as their physical well-being. While their physical health is your primary focus at the moment, we cannot lose sight of the psychological repercussions this lockdown may impose for months, if not years, into the future. We cannot allow the cure to be worse than the disease. We should also remain mindful that these psychological impacts can only serve to worsen Pennsylvania's ongoing opioid crisis. My fellow Pennsylvanians, I have faith in you. I believe you care about your neighbors, your families, your friends, your co-workers, and your customers. I believe you know how to wash your hands for 20 seconds. I trust you to practice social distancing. I have faith that you will do whatever it takes to avoid cross-contamination at your places of business and employment, just like the Governor and Secretary of Health are currently allowing at so-called life-sustaining businesses. Your business is life-sustaining. We don't need our lives micromanaged and controlled through virtual press conferences from some undisclosed location in Harrisburg. We can work together to get through this with every Pennsylvanian on the same page and pulling the same wagon. Governor, Madam Secretary, hear what your constituents are saying today. End this shutdown now. And together, we'll get Pennsylvanians back into their livelihoods before the human toll of economic ruin and psychological despair outweighs the toll from the virus itself. God bless you all. God bless the great Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and God bless the United States of America.